Kick us off, Sarge. Kick us off, man.
Yo, welcome back. And here we are, downtown Denver in the 5 Points. You know, some folks would say this is the Rhino District. But our special guest, Mr. James, knows just like I do, a local, legendary garden hero, that this is 5 Points.
5
It is
points.
five
points. So I'm not from Denver.
Okay.
I'm not from Denver.
Yeah, unfortunately,
So
Steve,
tell me what's going on, because I see rhinos everywhere.
You see rhinos
art.
everywhere,
Rhino
but that's,
art.
you know what? I ain't even going to talk trash.
Yeah, all right.
Let's just say
It's a
some
garden
folks think
podcast.
that this is River North, and it is not. This is actually, this is 5 Points.
5 points.
Okay. And we saw some of that history earlier today.
Yeah, a lot of the history. You saw the Harlem of the West. It was right here. Besides Harlem, if you went west of the Mississippi, it was going down right here in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
Some of the most black-owned businesses, doctors, professionals, libraries, everything that you would like to see, everything that burned down in Tulsa, Oklahoma was happening right here in Denver, Colorado. This is the Harlem of the West. We always got to represent, and we always will. You cannot erase us.
Yes, and actually, and shout out to Beverly at Mo Better Greens, because she is the staple of 5 Points. She's been here for 15, 16, 17 years. Obviously, probably a little more. Doing good work in this neighborhood. So you got to see her today.
It was an honor. It was an honor.
Yeah. So
got a VIP tour.
Yeah. So big up to Beverly at Mo Better Greens. She's the elder of the community, of course. She's been paving the way for all the work that we've been doing. So definitely got a shout out to Beverly.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know what? This is the Dow podcast.
The Big Green,
Dow
baby.
Podcast.
Big Green.
You got Steve Lucky up in here representing
What's
San
up, y'all?
Antonio, Texas. You know what I mean? He's got his little
Tejas,
Gardopia.
baby.
And not only that, Steven Lucky is also Steven Spielberg.
Hey.
Because he brought his camera crew out here today to represent.
Directors, producers, executives. You know how we do.
But today, we're going to be highlighting one of the heroes of Denver, okay? And you got a little bit of him earlier. It's James, the leader of Urban Symbiosis, and also Rebels in the Garden. You know, I love both of them.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about, you, and I'll just sit back in the back, okay?
Hold up. We got to go to the icebreaker.
You're
We
right.
got to go to the icebreaker.
I'm breaking
Don't forget.
tradition
Come
right
on.
now. I'm sorry.
Let's break that ice.
I'm excited.
Before we learn about this amazing man right here, who's doing great work all in the region, I got to know, what's your favorite plant and why?
My favorite plant to grow, or just favorite plant in general?
Either or.
I'm just gonna go. I started out growing radishes. That was my starter crop. Right?
Okay.
So I always have an affinity for radish. You know, it's 14, 21 days. It
Quick
grows.
grower.
You know, especially I run in those, the rows, so I can pull it straight out. I got a clean bed.
Easy to harvest.
Easy to harvest, all that. So it's I always tell all the new farmers, grow radish. That'll give you the most satisfaction right away.
Who gave you your first radish seed?
Oh, hell, I don't know, man.
Was it in kindergarten?
Grandma.
When did you plant your first radish?
I didn't plant my first radish until 2015.
Okay. That was a good year, man. 2015, a lot of things were happening.
Yeah, 2015. That's when I came back. That's when I started everything, was in 2015 with Rebels in the Garden. When I came back from, I was in a deployment to Korea. And then I came back with the kids, and we planted radishes and a few other things. I also planted some radishes in Japan, because I didn't have my garden when I went there in 2018. So I found this little thing out there or whatever else, and I had some seeds. I threw them in the ground just so I had something to grow.
Wait a minute. Did you just say Japan?
Yeah.
So you are you
radishes,
a veteran or
radishes.
something? Like, what had you in Japan, man?
I was another little mini deployment over to Japan.
Okay.
Yeah.
What branch of service were you representing?
I was in the Air Force,
You
baby.
know, I gotta,
Air
I
Force,
gotta
baby.
point that
Shout out to all the Air Force
I gotta
out
point
there.
that out to
Yeah.
everybody. You know what I mean? All my Marine, Army, and Navy homies. You got the Air Force up in here. I ain't gonna hate though.
Hey.
You know how it is.
Hey, when you need that close air support, we here for you.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I feel good when I got an F-15, flying overhead. So
absolutely.
I ain't gonna hate. So
Bombs to radishes.
There we go.
bombs to radishes. You know what? I love that little poem excerpt of "It is better to be a warrior in the garden or a gardener at war."
Yep.
That's some real
There
talk
it is.
right there.
Absolutely.
There it is.
Absolutely.
You know it.
Absolutely.
Gives me tingles just thinking about it. So urban symbiosis, okay? Tell us a little bit about that, because I see like you made it extremely pertinent to put the definition of urban and symbiosis together on your page. And by the way, it's urbansymbiosis.org.
There we go.
Copy that. Yeah. No, I mean, it's it's a play on words, and obviously, growing food, you have a symbiotic relationship in the soil. So when you have a symbiotic relationship in the soil, everything grows better, healthier, tastes better, the whole nine, right? And then, of course, urban farming, I'm not necessarily urban. So I represent Aurora mostly than Denver. So I live out in Aurora, which is, Denver metro area, but still an urban farmer, right? So those words came together. So urban symbiosis to, create a network, just like we talked about today, a network of farmers, producers, economic activity, so we can have a parallel food system being built in the neighborhood. So urban symbiosis is kind of like capstone project to kind of tie together my farm, my farmer's market, and the collaborations I'm doing in the community to try to build things together and work in a collaborative method. So that's where that word comes from.
Okay, that's pretty fresh. Well, what brought you to the Big Green DAO community? Like, how did you start your journey with the DAO?
Man, you reached out to me. You said, "Hey, we got this DAO going on, and they they funded folks, and we're looking for people that are growing food, doing good work in the community."
Recruiter.
Yeah, he was a recruiter for sure, and I'm a crypto guy, right? So I did Bitcoin, and I was following DAOs and all that stuff. Obviously, I was in crypto since 2017, and then learning about the DAO in 2020 was when those things started coming out.
Yep.
And then it was one of my first grants that I got for my nonprofit, and I got I didn't know money was like that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, okay, we can really do some work. So the DAO actually really leapfrogged the work that I was doing, because it allowed me to see that, okay, this is possible and there's money out there to fund these projects and things like that. So it was a real big catalyst to get me here. But how I got there was obviously you reached out and did your recruiting, and I applied and got it, and here I am podcasting in your suite.
Hey, presidential. So I want to go a little backwards in time.
Yeah.
How did you become a gardener? I heard you're in the military, like you said, doing work on that side. And I know you planted your first radish in 2015.
Yeah.
But how did you get from going out of the military to becoming an agriculturalist?
Man, I don't know. That's the thing. That's $1 million question. I believe, because I don't come from a background of growing food or nothing like that. I was a mechanic. I did HVAC work. I worked on F-16s. I worked on helicopters. I was just a grunt. But I firmly believe in, that epigenetics type thing, where we all at a certain level have genetics that farmers somehow. And I think it's important, that everybody touches the soil and has an opportunity to grow, because you may not know if you get activated or not, right? So I think I just got activated by doing it and saying, oh, I remember this, if you will, and kind of it just stuck with me, and this is one of those things I cannot not do, right? It's one of those, I wouldn't say calling or a purpose, but it's one of those things that, like, it's just in you, and it's like you have to do it in a way. It's kind of like it's stuck to you, and it's like, yo, man, this is what you do now.
Stewards of the land.
Yeah, so I don't know how I got to it. It wasn't.
Nobody handed you a shovel? Did you build a raised bed? Like, was there a community garden in your neighborhood?
Nah, I was out there. I was out there in Montbello, so I came back from that deployment from Korea, and it was one of those. I just needed something to do with my kids.
Okay.
And we started, but one thing that really kicked it off was Ron Finley. I watched.
Shout out, Gangster Gardener.
Yeah,
Gangsta
absolutely.
Gardener.
And he spoke my language, right? So I was doing something with the kids, and I saw his TED Talk way back when on
2012.
YouTube.
Came out with that.
Scene.
Yep. So I saw it, and he was talking stuff just like I would. He was a man's man, and he was growing food, and he had a mission and all that stuff. So I was like, all right, I can get behind that. I can go ahead and garden with these kids and kind of move with an attitude a little bit. And I think that's kind of where Rebels in the Garden kind of derived from a little bit, was more of that Ron Finley masculine energy to come to the garden space. Because, when you call it garden, you get, ladies.
The generic gardener or the
generic
generic farmer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Usually don't look like us.
No, absolutely not. Yeah. So
Definitely
that gave me
not.
kind of like the pass to say, okay, you could do this, man, without, with the stigma. So yeah, that's where it started.
Okay.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Man.
We're digging deep. We're digging
We are
deep.
getting deep. So, here you are. You've taken on new leadership within the Big Green DAO, right? there was an opportunity recently for folks in the Dow to put their hat in for leadership, and an opportunity to expand their horizons here within the Dow, because the community, is really important to us. Actually, community relationship. We are decentralized, autonomous organizations. So like, even though we have like these certain seats, like it's not like I'm not gonna be here forever.
Right.
Like this is my coup de grace. Well,
That
for
victory
this
lap, that
particular
victory lap.
position, yeah, this is that victory lap. Hustle and motivate. But but the opportunity was given, and you stepped up for this particular position, man. Like, what do you see the direction? What direction would you like to see the Dow move into? And like, what impacts do you think you can do with the network available to you now?
Man, that's a loaded question.
I
That's
know,
what
we
we're
got
all
10
trying
minutes,
to figure
baby.
out
I'm ready.
today. No, I want to see the Dow just grow and continue the mission that you guys started, right? And it's just a beautiful, organic, just grassroots type of organization that's doing a lot of great work and funding organizations. And I just want to continue the work that you guys did already. But mainly for me, I don't know, right? I think, you want to be in a room full of smart individuals to expand your brain and expand your thought process and rewire some things. So for me, it was more of I'm tapped out at my level, right? And I need to, expand and get in rooms with other people where I'm not the smartest person, right? And then seeing what I can contribute and how I can be of service to the Dow, my community, to y'all, and how I can glean knowledge from everybody that's in this room. So, yeah, I don't know. This is day one for me to be on this committee,
like
so
that.
I don't have any profound vision for the Dow at this moment. So, yeah, I'm just happy to be here, to be honest with you.
Right on.
Well, you said a few keywords: service, community, respecting our past, and moving into the future, right? And we had an amazing meeting today, which I think we can talk about when the four amigos jump on here. But the opportunities that are presented upon us, and you representing as a leader here in the Denver area to sort of pass the baton between leaders here in the city, I think is just instrumental.
Yeah, man. Honestly, like, I've always been a cheerleader of you know what I mean? On the sidelines. And seeing that this is such a public way that I can show just the love and just the mutual respect, I have for you and the work that you've been doing in the community, man. Like, kudos, brother. Like, I'm proud of what you're doing.
Yeah.
I really am. And I think you're going to do great, wondrous things with the Dow. And man, we are a community. It's like we're sitting at the table, round table, right, of all these free thinkers and movers and shakers across the country, man. I'm just really excited to see what you guys are gonna do, man.
Yeah.
I'm just happy I'm here.
Champ.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I'm standing again. I'm fortunate for all of you guys, and just watching the work and learning about what you guys are doing, and you putting me on different levels and building a community so we can actually branch out and have a home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think the Dow is a home, to be quite honest with you, for, BIPOC, black and brown farmers, et cetera, et cetera. This is a home to me, to where, just in our meeting that we had, I just felt like, hey, this is where I need to be, right? It just felt natural, and it felt organic, and it just felt right. So I appreciate y'all and the OG6 and everybody else that came before us that really allowed.
They listening right
and
now.
that
So one
foundation.
day,
what I'm saying, that built that foundation.
Catherine.
So, yeah, all of them. Yep.
Yo, so how can we get in contact with you? And, we're coming down to our last 5 minutes. Steven Spielberg's group is over here letting us know it's time to wrap it up. But how can we get a hold of you? How can we contribute to the work that you do? How can we watch you attain the vision that you want to see done?
Now the vision is how we solve all these problems. It's not so much funding or donating or anything. Just grow food in your house. Grow food in your where you can, right? So we're talking all this food sovereignty stuff, everything else. A lot of these things will be solved if everybody did their part just a little bit. You grow radishes in your backyard. He grows beets in his backyard. We grow radishes and et cetera, et cetera. So definitely start there first. But if you don't want to do that, that's cool. You can go.
I'm here, right? I got you.
Yeah, you can go to urbansymbiosis.org. You can donate. You can volunteer with us. We also have a farmers market out there in Aurora. Rebel Marketplace that obviously we're trying to feed our community. The motto is feeding our community one garden at a time. So we're trying to aggregate and build farmers out in Aurora so we can feed for those folks. So definitely if you want to support that way, come show up, support, buy something from these vendors so we can support this economy going around. And then just, other than that, just grow some food.
For
please.
real. Yo, shout out to those partners out there. So like Food Justice, Northwest Aurora.
Yep.
You got Mo Better Greens out there, Marketplace as well, who's also a part of the Big Green DAO,
Yep.
right? One of our community members. And like everybody else out there growing food, man. We
Absolutely.
hear you. We see you. Let's get it
Absolutely.
done.
We can all do it.
Yeah.
Lucky, you want to close us out, man? You got to.
Yeah, and you know what? And shout out to Lake Middle School. Shout out to Lake Middle School.
Yay.
Yeah, doing great things out there. We actually have one of y'all at the market DJing for us. And
Yeah, that's right.
all that stuff. So
Yeah,
Lake
we
Middle
got
School
Denver
is definitely,
DJ School,
Yeah.
Outer Haven. Man, we getting it done, man. Like there's a lot of us here. Like,
Role
it's
models,
on.
y'all. We need statues of y'all in the future. I'm gonna petition the city.
Hell no, I'm too short for it. I'm too short to be a statue, man.
I'm sorry. You saw the Allen Iverson statue?
Nah, I can't be no statue, man. You're gonna have me out here looking like Napoleon out here. I'm like, good.
We'll make a nice little footer. It'll be good.
You fool.
Well, until next time, y'all, check us out at Big Green DAO. And of course, like you said, Urban Symbiosis, Lake Middle School, Outer Haven, Gardopia Gardens. Until next time. Peace.
Peace.